Okay, I've shown you in this chapter that there's a lot we can do about information gathering, and it really goes beyond that. Don't forget that you can just pick up the phone, call somebody, and ask questions. You know, that's all it takes. When it comes to how we can gather information, I want to give you just a couple of other things that you can think about. We showed you footprinting, how to use technology to gather information. We talked about sites that I can go to or tools that I can use and gather information. That I can look at your email and I can track where you are or determine if you're spoofing who you are. We can use your DNS name servers against you to give us information. And the sad part of all of this is that this is information we are in some cases required to put out there just to make our networks work. So we need to know really what can they see and how can they use that against us. Please don't forget the home user. But a couple other things that I should tell you about when it comes to the social engineering part. We talk about that when we get to that chapter. But when it comes to reconnaissance, a common thing that a hacker might do is apply for a job with your company. They get in the door, they get names, they gather business cards, they see the phone system, they understand if you have caller ID or not. A lot of times they ask to check their email while they're waiting through this process. And doing that, they're slipping a thumb drive into the front of their PC and infecting it with software they can use later on. They could be contractual workers, say a cleaning crew that's cleaning offices. I've seen that, and I've seen the stories. I've been with the people who have had to deal with it up front, and people that work for cleaning crews infecting each cube one at a time, taking them over. And it's not a hard thing to do. We sometimes forget about that physical part of the security because that's another part of this whole reconnaissance. What can I do to get inside physically and gather information? So there's a lot for you to think about. I hope that I'm giving you information that you can use to motivate you to look further into the area of security for your networks by saying, what can the person from the outside really see?